On the 13th of May, the Financial Education Academy held a personal financial mastery networking event in Juba at the Youth Empowerment Center. This event was hosted by the financial literacy specialist Esther Munduru Mwajuma. Munduru Mwajuma is a financial literacy trainer and finance specialist under the Bank of Uganda. She has held financial literacy trainings for various organizations and private companies, as well as individual consultations in Uganda and other East African countries. The aim of the financial literacy program in South Sudan is to empower and educate the youth on financial literacy and entrepreneurship skills to be able to build sustainable livelihoods for themselves and how to achieve financial freedom. The youth that attended the event were taught on how to gain their financial freedom through attending budgeting methods, how to scout for investment opportunities, and how to maximize on different ways of attracting more income. The Financial Education Academy's mission is to equip individuals from different walks of life with practical knowledge, skills, and opportunities to enable them to build sustainable wealth for themselves and their families. The Academy as well envisions a poverty-free Africa.
Yes, and we are live at the Youth Empowerment Center right now, where the Financial Education Academy is having lessons on financial literacy to the youth of South Sudan. We all agree that financial literacy is something that is very important. It's important to know how to save your money, know how to budget, and as well know how to invest. So Boomerang TV is here, and it's bringing you more and more on financial literacy, so stay tuned.
My name is Helen Ole Morris.
Yes, Helen, would like to know why you're here today.
I'm here to learn and enhance my personal financial skills on how to better manage my expenses and be able to make saving, to build sustainable wealth.
What challenges were you having with your finances before you heard about this program?
Well, I have quite a number of challenges. I wouldn't want to go through them, but I always have difficulty, in managing my expenses. So it's like I just spend sometimes.
Okay.
And I find it so difficult to save some money sometimes. So,
understandable.
Yeah.
Very relatable.
My name is Dr. Charles Lugo Leju. I'm from Africa Zulu University.
What are your expectations?
I expect good results, and I also expect that our youth will learn more about so many financial issues that is facing our country and Africa in general. So this is an opportunity for them to learn so that they go out there and be able also to teach others how to become future financial managers.
What advice do you have for the people out there regarding financial literacy?
My advice is that actually an economy or a country in general stems on a strong economy. As such, there are so many investments that are happening in our country, and my advice is that for those who have ambition to become financial managers or to become business entrepreneur people, any other financial sector, I think it is a very good opportunity for them to teach the young generation to follow their footsteps and become better leaders in terms of finance.
2023, at least by December 31st, this is something that I must achieve. Or maybe buy property. Or maybe come out of renting. If you don't have, please, when you go home, please write something that you can do what? You can achieve this. Yeah, budget is a roadmap actually. If you have a budget, it actually gives you the roadmap for your what? And you're like, my expenses have to fall under 30% of my income. That is how it will go.
In our homes, when we see our parents do, like somebody comes to the house and you are given money to run to the market to get something. This person must eat before leaving the house. or this person must drink before leaving the house. Even if you have the last penny, you will spend that, say, no problem. God, Allah Karim. You say, God is great. Allah Karim. Let us just spend this money, and we don't know what the future holds, but we just spend it. So this is something that we usually do. We didn't have that spirit of buying a whole bunch of things in the house. We don't do that. We buy every day. We need to educate ourselves to be better financial managers, or how to spend wisely. Yeah.
You find that sometimes the responsibility that you have, sometimes they're really beyond even your what? They're beyond the money that you can actually get or maybe afford. So, you know, you have sometimes so many people that you're taking care of.
Yes.
You know, for us in our culture, you know, if you're successful, and by successful I mean if you're well educated, you're having a good job, you know, you have to take care of your family. You know, aside having your own family, and then you have to also look back at home, you know, to help your family, and even your relatives and community members. So sometimes that is a problem, you know. Sometimes you will plan like, okay, this month I'm just going to spend like, let's say for example, $500 is going to go to people, you know, my family, relatives, or maybe if there are issues. But sometimes in the process, you see that there's so many issues that keeps coming up. And then you cannot just say no when you have that money there. And then you'll be like, okay, what's the point of keeping this money here? Yet, for example, I have my uncle who is really sick and I need to support.
Someone said in the beginning that his expectations is to learn about how to make more money, not even about management. Here we say that cash flow is what? Cash flow is king. If you are smart in your finances, establish investments or businesses that are going to actually bring in money every day. Investing. Let's have those things that bring in money every day. If you are to remember anything in whatever I've talked about, please remember this. If you are to forget everything I've talked about, please, this is not something you should forget. So the saving structure also helps you balance your financial life. You're going to get to understand that when I'm explaining it. I'm just giving you facts about the saving structure. It also, it is a healthy standard to abide with in your personal financial life. Now, what is this saving structure? Ignore the word standard structure. We put the standard structure because we have put percentages. But today I decided, in Uganda I give people percentages because people are quite aware of some things. But here I was quite sensitive to put percentages for people, okay? Let's use a figure of 10,000 US dollars, right? Let's say it is your income. So you get a 10% of your what? Of your 10,000 US dollars. How much are we remaining with? If you remove 10%, a 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So we remain with what? 9,000 USDs. Now, the second thing, we call it the financial freedom account, where you're seeing FF. It's called the financial freedom account. What is a financial freedom account? I need you to be very attentive about this. For those also who are asking about growing money and making money, this is the portion of money you get. You promise yourself and you say, for me, every month when I get this money, this is the portion I'm getting, and I'm going to save it only to invest. I always give people my example. Back in Uganda, I use Standard Chartered. When I get any monies, I get a percentage and I take to Standard Chartered. My account is Standard Chartered. I tell my ears, I tell my eyes, I tell my brain, I tell my legs, I tell my hands up. Please, you see this account, we don't come here to withdraw and go and spend. No. Okay? So when I told my legs, when we are going here, we are taking money. This is the money you're going to invest. And this is the money that is going to build your what? Your wealth. We are talking about sustainable wealth. Where are you going to get this money that is going to build you sustainable wealth? You have to save for it. Are you seeing how, are you getting these skills? For those who are complaining about financial management, spending, their money flying like that. This is how you go about with your money. Understand, with the standard structure, we tell people, we give people 40%. But the 40% to some people is big. Okay? But that is healthy because the higher your percentage, the healthier for you. Because the more money you have to invest, the better for you in building what? In building wealth. Now, someone give me a percentage you should give for financial freedom. We are remaining with 9,000. Should we start with 10? 30? Okay, someone said 30. So you get 30% of your income. You save it for investment. So 30% of the 10,000 is how much? 3,000. Right? Now, we leave the 3,000 there. So we are remaining with how much? 6,000. Now there is what they call the expense account. Now I'm not saying that you can open up an account in some bank for expense. Some people use they use some methods like envelope methods. People have envelopes at home where they write home, okay, this one is for utilities, this one is going to relatives, like you said, you budget 500 like that. Okay? Budget for your expenses. You say, which percentage should we give expenses? So, you put a percentage. You say, on my this salary, I am removing this amount, and this is what I'm going to use for expenses. Nothing less, nothing more. This is how you go about with money. If you're not strict with money, then you end up crying like some of us are crying here. Okay? You end up crying. Like how everyone has been crying. Like, I don't want to mention, but really, why do we put the emergency fund? It acts actually like an ascari for you on these other accounts. And please be sincere to this, be honest to your relatives. If there is no money in the emergency fund, tell them, please, this time I'm not doing well, but I am expecting some money. When it comes, surely I'm going to send for you. So don't also just... When I talk about South Sudan, I don't want people to feel like, oh, this Ugandan is, she came here, she's talking bad about us. No, please, I'm also South Sudanese, and let's talk about these home issues. Why is their source of income their relatives? Is it that they don't want to work? Is it that they are entitled? Or is it that they are vulnerable people? Because if your relative is lame, these people who have broken hands and they also have broken legs, they can't do anything for themselves. Those ones you can help.
Okay.
But are these are full human beings?
There are others who are just entitled. But the other way, which is also the culture. Okay? Like, even if someone will just say, even if I don't work, I have so and so.
Even the word of God says that if your relative is actually suffering, and you have money, that is actually the worst sin. Okay? But there are these people who take advantage. And God is not happy about those people. They actually act like the devils in their families. Who want to actually kill you and see you broke, sick. Because if you don't have money, you don't treat yourself, you'll be broke, you'll be stressed and all that. And then they do what? And then they disappear. When you have a problem, they don't even want to listen. And when you don't give them, they curse you.